Hey guys, it's Deb Joyce Meek from Delight of My Art. Today I have a really quick video for you about making really simple, easy, quick cards using some designer series paper, just a card base, and a very simple sentiment that is like a long, medium-sized sentiment. So here is what we're making today. Really easy, quick cards using today 2 Sale-a-bration items that are free. The Heal Your Heart stamp set and this Flower and Field designer series paper. I think it's really pretty, and let's get going and make some things. I'll turn you down just a moment. All right. Oops. Good morning, Becky. So this will just be a real simple, easy thing. So again, we're using this Heal Your Heart stamp set. This is a free item with a $50 purchase. It has really nice sentiments. You don't really want to buy the sympathy sets, but sometimes they come in really handy. So I've got this really nice Sorry for Your Loss, and then the inside will say Wishing I Could Heal Your Heart. And then we're also going to use this one, which is somewhat thin and longish. We're in this together. And then the inside will say, I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. So I like this set because it has inside and outside sentiments. And this paper pack is something I cannot get enough of. So we're going to do more of that. So this is what we're doing. And this really maximizes your paper. This uses 12 by 12 paper. You can get 9 card fronts from one 12 by 12 piece of paper because we're cutting them into 4-inch squares and then cutting them apart. So let's get going here. We've got a couple card bases here, and I've already pre-scored them, but I haven't folded them yet. And I'll show you how to cut these 4-inch squares in just a minute. So let me get, I should have probably folded these before coming on, but that's okay. Get my bone folder out here. I like to line up the corners, give it a good press, and then use my bone folder to really press that down. The bone folder really comes in handy. If I just did this with my fingernail, you can notice the card pops up, and this one that I just did with the bone folder stays closed. So this really is a good tool. Let's see, we've got 5 cards that we're going to make super quick. So I'll make 5 card bases. That's 3, 4, 5. These come together so fast. Just realized the kids had eaten here earlier and they left a little sticky spots on the desk, so hopefully that doesn't get on my cards. Okay, so we've got our card bases, and we've got our 4-inch squares of designer series paper right here. And I'll get out my paper trimmer. We don't need our bone folder anymore. And I'm going to be using Tombow Mono liquid glue for putting everything together. So we've got our square. There's no direction to this paper, but if there was, I would turn it so that the top side is this way. Only because when I have a pattern that matches here and here, I don't like it to look like I cut it and split it. I'll cut the top off and then put it on the bottom. I was just picky that way because then it doesn't look like I split it that way. Anyway, you can do it either way. But yes, if this is directional, you would have the paper either facing this way or this way. So I'm going to cut it at 1 1/4. That's all you need to remember. 4-inch square, cut it at 1 1/4. That's it. And then that will fit perfectly on there like that. So we're going to go ahead and do that to all of these papers. 1 1/4. I want to show you something cool too. Since this is double-sided paper, we could flip one of the sides and give it a little bit more pattern to play with. I'm gonna cut off this side. It has a little bit more color on this side. Unless we wanna flip this one. Should we flip this one for more color? I'm gonna think about it. I'll do this one instead. Okay, so since there's stripes this way, I would want the stripes to be this way on the page, so I'm gonna turn it this way when I cut it, if I wanted to do that back side, just in case. This side's not directional. So again, 4-inch squares, cut it at 1 1/4. This one is directional again, so I will cut it so that the direction is top to bottom, is facing left to right. Okay, so I would do it this way instead of having the piece come off this way. Then it doesn't look like I cut it. It doesn't matter. I'm being really picky. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this piece at 1 1/4. And we are done with the trimmer. Okay, so now we get one card base out. We place our layout on here. We could either do it like this or flip this piece over and give it a little bit of pizzazz there. I think I'm going to keep it just like this. I did do that. I did do it. Let's flip it. We're gonna flip it. Let's flip it. Okay, anyway, let's do We're in This Together. And I'm just going to glue these pieces down first so that I know where my space is to put my sentiment. Stay in the camera view. Really quick and easy, if I can pick it up. Good morning, Danielle. Doing super quick, easy cards today. Okay, so we've got that already done. We just take out our black Memento ink, stamp up our We're in This Together stamp, and then hopefully it's straight. The thing is, this is going straight onto the card base, which makes me a little bit nervous because sometimes it might be crooked, but that looks pretty good to me. Look, it's done. This card is done except for the middle. We're in this together. I wanted to add this little sentiment. I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. Boom, card is done. Next, we'll do this one. Should we flip these? We're gonna be bold and flip all these. The last set I did was just the single-sided, and this will be just a little bit fun. So we got that one. We got this one. And this is nice because this really works with all patterned paper, double-sided or single-sided, and a lot of different sentiments, right? So anything that's not too super tiny and isn't too tall. So you don't want to do round sentiments. But this seems to work really well. Look, this card is done. I don't need to do anything else, and it looks really nice. So that was I'm Sorry for Your Loss, and this is Wishing I Could Heal Your Heart. Boom, second card is done. Let's do the third one. What does the back of this one look like? Oh, that's cute. I like that these papers coordinate back to front. Sometimes I feel like they don't really coordinate together. So I guess you could really mix and match since this is a whole paper pack. You could always, you know, bring in something else, but those don't really coordinate either. So the back and front, I think usually they do coordinate pretty well with Stampin' Up. So that looks nice. Let's do Sorry for Your Loss again. See, let's pretend that I messed up this sentiment and it was really crooked, which it's not. I like what I did. But if it was, what we could do is, where did I put it? I had a little piece, hang on. I don't know what I did with it. Let's pretend that I messed it up. So we're gonna take this piece, cut it at 4 inches. This is a 1-inch strip, by the way. Let's pretend I just screwed it up and I needed to fix it. So I got this 1-inch by 4-inch strip, and I did that one wrong, and so we'll just redo it on this piece, and then we would just lay that right on top there. So you can see that it's the same width as the patterned paper there, and it actually looks pretty good with that little gap there. So no worries if you screw up your stamping, you can just redo it on another piece of paper. So on the inside, wishing I could heal your heart. Third card done. Of course, our 4th card was already the first card. So we've got 2 more to do. These are coming really fast, right? Here it is. I'd love to see some cards that you make with this layout. It's really easy. I feel like if it's easier, we're more likely to actually send a card to somebody and make their day special. Sometimes the cards can be really complicated and they're really pretty, but you just don't want to work that hard. Especially if there's something serious, like needing to send a sympathy card. You don't have time to, you know, sit for 3 hours and think of something really fancy. So I really like that. So this is a really good backup layout that you don't have to think about putting together. If you really wanted to dress this up, you could probably put 3 little pearls here, or maybe tie a little ribbon right here and have the tails kind of going off this way or something, or maybe even up here, or maybe down here. But it really looks good all by itself, right? Last one. I don't think I've ever used this side because I love this side so much. So we may as well use it. Yeah, super easy. This is probably one of the only cards I've not used dimensionals on too. Is this backwards? I put it on upside down, you guys. Well, that's funny. Well, there's one mistake that will be hard to fix. Let's see if I can salvage it. It might be a little bit difficult. Okay, we're going to use that strip I had. Good thing I had this ready. I'll have to run my glue eraser over some of the sticky bits once this is dry. Yeah, that still looks good. Showing how to fix mistakes on the fly, right? All right, we have 6 cards done. Let me just go ahead and lay those out. This is the last week to get these things for free too, so I just wanted to show you. This is really great paper. I love it. This is all the patterns, except for the back of this one, that come in it. Are they all fitting on the screen? Maybe not. Hopefully you can see all those. But I thought those were really pretty. We do still have a host code for till the end of the month. If you would like to place an order, the stamp set here is a free gift for a $50 order, and the paper, it's a whole pack of paper, 12 double-sided pieces of 12 by 12, and the host code for this month is JTVK4JCJ, and I Thank you for watching. If you have your own paper at home, you're welcome to try this layout. I would love to see your designs. And have a great day. Thanks, guys.